Hello everyone and welcome back to my Bold and Beautiful 29 YouTube channel. I hope you guys are having a wonderful day. Before we start, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. Liam will be appreciative of his alternate chance at life. Finn wants answers about this procedure. It seems that Hope might be suspicious as well. Liam's clear MRI reviews. Grace transferred Bill the news that Liam's excrescence is gone. Bill mentioned that he'd ahead and after images. We wonder about this medical phenomenon. Before getting to my own reservations, Liam will be thankful for having an alternate chance. Since the morning of this plot, Liam has wished for the chance to get it right for his kiddies, Beth and Kelly. Now he has that chance and wouldn't want to waste a nanosecond of it. There are two people that keep raising their eyebrows. Finn is suspicious and has formally asked about the studies and literature. Bill being so dismissive is a red flag for Finn. The croaker might try to question Grace, but she'll probably be dismissive as well. Finn isn't the only bone. That was suspicious. Hope is thankful that Liam is going to make it. Still, she kept saying that this is all so strange. Bridget will learn the news as well. Finn and Bridget have been spending some time together at the sanitarium. We wonder if they will team up to find out the verity about Grace and Liam's procedure. Indeed, though Grace apparently transferred the ahead and after MRIs to Bill, do both of those reviews belong to Liam? I wonder if Liam ever really had a brain excrescence to begin with. He sounded to feel fine until after Grace started defining him drug. Perhaps it was the drug and not a excrescence that was causing those symptoms. Still, also how on earth will she earn redemption? Why would she mess with someone's life like that? If Grace is shamefaced, Grace will introduce Liam to a groundbreaking experimental treatment after Bill gates into his wealth. We'll find Grace feeling relieved as she receives $1 million bone transfer announcement on her phone. Grace will carry out an original surgery, but fresh way will be necessary if Liam wants to recover. Liam will need to go to a private clinic for the remainder of his experimental treatment program, and a new croaker will be assigned to him upon his appearance. There's no information available yet about who this croaker might be, so it'll be interesting to discover who's behind the plan that could potentially save Liam's life. Indeed, though the entire situation appears relatively dubious, Bill wouldn't mind as long as it offers Liam a chance to overcome his brain excrescence. There are valid reasons for concern as Grace has been relatively unsettled lately. It seems that someone might be pressing Grace into gathering cases like Liam for this experimental protocol. This raises the possibility that the new croaker harbors a darker docket and isn't simply a benevolent figure aiming to help others. It could be further about fiscal gain than genuine care, yet they probably wouldn't pursue this plot unless it was leading to Liam's recovery. This new croaker's experimental approach might give Liam with the pivotal results he desperately requires. As Bill is covering all charges and handling the arrangements, he now has a chance to attune for helping Luna get released from captivity. Bill can address other former crimes he's made with Liam and strive to enhance their father-son relationship in the future. With the Riddle croaker set to make their appearance shortly, we promise to keep you informed about any significant casting developments. This conceivably parlous and surely experimental procedure seems to be Liam's only chance to live, and Bill wouldn't pass up that chance for his son. Liam is about to embark on an emotional roller coaster due to the influence of this new croaker. It's been a long and hard road for Liam these last many months. He learned he'd an inoperable brain excrescence and he wouldn't have long to live. But now he knows there's a chance and he's willing to take it. Liam nearly failed thanks to Luna, which just made Liam realize how important he wants to live. That was music to Grace's cognizance, as she has been trying to get Liam to seek treatment for weeks. It was also music to Bill's cognizance, as he criticized himself for Liam getting shot. And for good reason. Bill is the one who set Luna loose on the world again, so he has to take some responsibility for what happened as a result of that. Bill is also the bone who has to whisk Liam down to a special installation to get the job done. He's nervous for his son, but is glad he can do commodity to try to save his life. Grace has been acting rather strange recently. Between her phone calls and textbook dispatches when she was in John Finnegan's office and the way she looked at Liam and Bill when they were talking amongst themselves, it's clear that commodity questionable is going on. Grace is still busy with her phone when she and her coworker begin working on Liam. Bill indeed sends the million bones to Grace without indeed checking where that plutocrat should really go. Is Grace up to commodity questionable using Liam's life as collateral? He indeed really have excrescence so far. Grace has been the liaison between Neuro and Liam, but has she been telling everyone the whole story or has she been holding commodity back? Grace's ex-husband also caused some trouble for Liam way back. Grace advised Bill to keep Liam at his house for his post-op recovery. But he's not indeed conscious yet. Grace isn't the only croaker who's been acting shady recently. Liam just got out of surgery. He hasn't woken up yet, so we've no idea how he's doing. Grace and her assistant Croker assured Bill that Liam is doing just okay. They removed the mass from his brain. He made it through ferocious brain surgery, which is a good sign. That means he might get an alternate chance at life. But there are still questions about the recovery. Grace advised Bill to take Liam home, indeed though he should be recovering at the private installation or at a near sanitarium. She told him that she'd assign Liam a nanny who would tend to his requirements. We've no idea who this nanny is or where she came from. Grace also asked Bill to deposit the $1 million incontinently into her account. She sounded more concerned with plutocrat than she was with Liam's recovery. And this is someone who was apparently concerned about Liam's health for months. Also, Grace entered a call from a riddle person. This existent is presumably looking for their plutocrat. Who does she owe? She's not the only croaker on this show who's up to no good recently. Lee was on moments occasion. Still, we couldn't help but suppose about her when Sheila has flashbacks about Luna death. Lee claimed that Luna had failed after surgery, but we haven't seen the body since also. There has been no burial service for Luna. Sheila and Remy would probably want to pay their felicitations and say goodbye. Poppy indeed admitted to Finn that she has been having clashing passions about her son's death. She might show up. Grace is over to no good. She's being shady like her confined ex-husband. She constrained Liam and Bill into an experimental surgery that has shady Verity each over it. Liam and Bill were willing to take this threat. Liam had a change of heart about dying. He realized that if he could survive a projectile crack, he could survive anything. He now wants to stay on this earth fighting for his family. Grace has been involved in Liam's treatment. She learned about his plans to stay alive. She set up excrescence in his brain and specified him drug. Now, she's out for Bill's plutocrat. She informed Bill about this experimental procedure that could save his son's life. There's just one problem: it costs $1 million. But is it worth saving a life? Or could it bring Liam's life since it's parlous? Grace has acted shady all throughout this procedure. She indeed operated on Liam's brain. Once Bill learns the verity, he could single-handedly end her medical career. Grace entered the deposit on her phone, but she didn't look pleased with herself. Was she blackmailed into giving Liam treatment that he didn't need? Grace is the only bone. Who knows the verity? It's likely that Liam wasn't dying from a mass in his brain after all. She had just set up the perfect seeker to operate on, and Bill was hopeless enough to give whatever plutocrat she demanded to save his son's life. She performed the procedure without Bill and Liam's concurrence. Bill could come back to resort Grace and end her career. He formerly has the power and means to make it be. The last thing she'd want is to mess with him.